This is Chisinau, or Chisinau, the capital of Moldova, on a hot August day. And I'm on my way to visit a local guy, Philip. Pretty sure that he lives here. His Instagram account, where I met him, is Moldova Wine Travel. Sounds pretty good. And he might have set up a winery visit today. We'll find out. I'm not sure if he's from here originally or from elsewhere and now lives here, but we shall see. And so it is a Monday, and as you can see, if you watch my video from yesterday on Sunday evening, it's a lot busier now. And so one of the funny things about traveling can be English language t-shirts. I was just walking along there and saw a few that were pretty hilarious. One of them just said, "Nothing happens." That's it. Another one said, a older woman wearing this one, it said, "I like to party," and by party I mean read a book. And then a guy had one that said, "Soup Star," S-U-P-E-S-T-A-R, with a marijuana leaf. Not superstar, but soup star.
My friend, he's waiting up there in the car park.
Okay, so here's Philip.
Yeah, hi.
He's lived here 26 years, right?
Basically, yeah.
From England.
From the UK.
Outside of London.
Yeah.
Yep. And we're going to meet another guy, Anthony.
Actually, yeah.
And then we're going to a wine cellar.
We go to the biggest wine cellar in the world, probably.
Exactly. And we got some classic Russian dolls here.
Petrushkas, they're called.
Petrushkas.
I think that's the name. I think, yeah.
All right. So this is a souvenir market.
Absolutely. This is like where you can get all the trinkets, all the little bits and pieces.
Yeah, all kinds of cool stuff.
This is Moldovan sort of tapestry. It's like classic stuff they do.
Yeah.
You've got all the Moldovan patterns. It's a great place to pick out a few presents if you want to take home. This is all traditional.
And I'm sure
costume.
it's very nice and cheap.
Yeah, it's a reasonable price. Yeah. They may negotiate, and lots of ex-Putin mugs as well.
All right.
Putin's still very popular here because it's like a Russian-speaking place. So you know, there's a lot of still mixture of the cultures here. That's probably why you can get your Putin around Petrushkas as well. You want to give your friend a nice little present.
Yeah. And so we got Anthony here from Moldova.
Yeah.
From Chisinau?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Is it Chisinau or Chisinau?
Anthony better answer it because he's from here. He can see both sides of the argument there.
Chisinau.
Chisinau.
Yeah.
All right.
But
it might depend on who you ask.
Anthony, that's if you're a Russian speaker, you say Chisinau, don't you?
Yeah,
That's what I
If
thought.
you're Moldovan, you say Chisinau.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Moldova.
There we go.
So it was down there.
And so what was it?
It's the National Bank of Moldova, and this was the scene of basically the biggest bank robbery in history.
And so by biggest, like most number of dollars?
$1 billion probably.
$1 billion.
$1 billion disappeared.
Electronic or?
3 billion.
Yeah.
3 billion US dollars.
Well, yeah, and the National Bank said that they control all the movement of all the money in Moldova, and they said they didn't notice anything.
They didn't notice anything.
They didn't notice anything.
But was this an electronic robbery?
It was in a way, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But there's the National Bank there. You can see the building up there. That big
Square ugly thing.
Yeah.
When was that?
Well, when was it? Actually, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Fairly recently.
Yeah.
2014, 2015.
Okay. The beginnings of the city.
The beginnings were down there at that exact point near that church.
Okay.
And here's the circus, the old Russian circus. Did you go there, Anthony?
Yeah.
Did you go to the Russian circus?
Yeah, sure.
You went to it when it was in operation?
Was it like a fun Soviet type thing?
Sad story.
There's Moldova's president, Mr. Dodon.
There?
This picture here, this is here.
Oh, okay.
That's Mr. Dodon.
That's the new guy.
That's the new guy. Well, he's been president a couple of years, but now he's really sits
in charge. I see.
Now Mr. Platiniuk's left to America.
Oh, really? Okay. And so Philip is going to explain a third language in Moldova.
There's a third language in Moldova. There's a region in the center of Moldova. It's called Gagauzia. Gagauzia is like a kind of Turkish enclave.
Turkish?
Yep.
Remnants of the Ottoman Empire?
Yeah, because Moldova was occupied by the Ottomans.
Yeah.
And when the Russians took over Moldova in 1812, I guess, Anthony, I don't know, 1819, they stayed on and they continued to keep the tradition alive. They kept their language alive, their culture. They eat certain kind of foods and they have a different way of thinking.
Wow, that would be really interesting to visit.
Most of the travellers who come here, Gabriel, they just come to Chisinau and they don't really visit any monasteries because there's lots of beautiful monasteries in Moldova, and then they probably go to Transnistria, but they never think about Gagauzia.
Yeah.
And Gagauzia it's kind of an enclave. It's not like an official country.
There's no border control or anything like that.
Well, not really, no. But Comrat is like the capital, and it's supported by the Turkish government. They get a lot of subsidies and stuff.
It's still supported by the Turkish government.
That's right, the Turkish help them a lot, yeah.
I see.
It's the only part of Moldova which is allowed to export its wine to Russia. If you're in the Gagauzia region, the Russians will let you, but the rest of Moldova can't export their wines to Russia at the moment.
I see.
If you walk around Chisinau, you might hear the Gagauzin language, but you've got to listen very carefully.
There's no way I would pick it up. Like, Cricova is the the wine cellar, or
well, this is the wineries too, Gabriel.
I see. Okay, the cellar is next. Here's the vineyards.
Yeah. And this is like classic sort of entrance to Moldova, like big wine.
Yeah.
These are all their own vineyards.
That is a beautiful view. Yeah, Cricova.
Elizabeth de la Vin Moldova. So, do you speak English?
No, it is not. No English, Russian.
Oh, Russian. Well, can you tell him George plenty?
George.
George from ONVV.
Короче, Гриша.
О, ты нормально говоришь по-русски.
Да, Гриша с ОВВ какой-то. Отправил, Филипп, what kind of
And so this is the Cricova wine cellar. Yeah. And it's getting cold now.
It's freezing cold. You're alright.
Don't need the sunglasses.
Unless you're Italian.
Yeah.
Okay, dear guests, so now we are inside this amazing and fabulous cellar. I mean, it's a cellar in half size of a real underground city. Like with streets, traffic, boulevards, even all the streets have their name, but sounds a bit unusual. So in a few minutes you'll see that we'll be passing through Cabernet Street, Diana Street, like Chardonnay. I mean, those are names of the wine that they're keeping in our streets. But you should know that the length of all the streets, it's made of 120 kilometers. So imagine 80 kilometers we use them to keep and age the wine, 40 kilometers are for extracting the limestone. The surface. Well, here it's our sparkling wine factory that was officially founded in 1980. You should know that Cricova is the first and the only company in Moldova that started to produce the sparkling wine by the classical French method Champenois. So our factory has two sections. We have a reméage section and dégorgeage section. We export more than 40 countries, even over Europe, even such as in Africa, Nigeria, United States, Canada, Vietnam, China, Japan, Philippines. We rotate those bottles manually, but there are three important steps, so we'll bring the sparkling wine here. I mean, the sparkling wine that is produced by Champenois method, it's produced by double alcoholic fermentation. Of course, the first fermentation taking place up in our wine factory, I mean at the surface, where the juice transforms into wine. This is the first fermentation that it takes from 2 to 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, the wine is bottled in our sparkling wine bottles, and we add the liquid that is named liqueur de tirage. I mean, that liquid it's made from yeasts and sugar. After we add the liqueur de tirage, we close the bottle with a metal cap, but it's only like a temporary cap. All the bottles are transported in a room without lights, and the bottles are light in a horizontal position.
And so you said there's 7 kilometers of these tunnels just going in every direction?
Yeah, only the reméage section.
Yeah, just of the aging of the champagne, the sparkling wine.
Yeah, but we also produce the sparkling wine by the Italian method Charmat. So about the sparkling wines, let's say we in 2018 we produced like more than 2 million bottles.
I see.
You can't have a Moldovan wedding without Cricova champagne. So
it's the signature.
Well, I mean, I'm joking
Moldovan.
a bit, but in Moldova, you got to have like some Cricova or just to get the party going.
I apologize, they need to turn on the lights of the reméage. Poză pe spate. Vă fac ce doar în poză cum vreți. That's an infamous.
It's a highly skilled job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is our national collection, but we'll start with that for small museum.
This is classic Moldova.
Yeah, so mosaic
This is 100% Moldova.
Yeah.
Moldova
The style.
Wine culture.
So here you'll be able to find different kinds of objects, instruments, exponents from years ago. Like start from the left side, it's more from Imperial Greece that were found at the Moldovan territory. From the right side you can find from Imperial Rome. You can see evolution of the grape press from 1st century. Here goes evolution from 3rd century. The first national transport from Moldova, but some villages in Moldova are still using this transport.
Baldwin Bankrupt got a ride on one of these, basically. Remember that?
He did, yeah.
Something similar.
The horse and cart still.
Was it pulled by a horse? It was, yeah.
Still a lot of horse and carts in the Moldovan villages.
Yeah.
Also, a really popular machine. This is from Moldova, are still using it. My grandparents used to make one at home. We name it like zdrobitoare. In English, it's a grape crusher. So this machine crushes the grapes.
Every Moldovan village has one of them.
Yeah.
Everybody, every house. This is
to
how.
make a home wine.
That's how they make their home wine. Everyone.
Yeah.
So that's why some really big companies from Moldova they have a problem about marketing in Moldova because a lot of villages, a lot of persons, they produce their own wine, so they are not interested to buy some bottles of wine from companies.
Yeah.
So that's why we are based more to produce it. At the export.
Gabriel, there's the extension up to Iași and Kotnari and Suceava. This was all part of Moldova originally.
Is this the whole country?
That's
Yeah,
that's
it was
region.
named- It was named
This is just a region within the country.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was called Basarabia. Or,
Yeah, all the territory it was called.
right down to the Black Sea.
Oh, okay. Here's the Black Sea down here.
Yeah,
Okay.
up to the Peru. But he basically came up here to Suceava, and this is where Stefan Chelmari was based. And it's like all the way along here. Look, the Dniester and the Peru.
Yeah.
Well, at the moment now, here we keep 1,300,000 bottles of collection wine.
So this is saying don't touch the wine bottles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it affects the process.
Yeah, also, we just never touch the dust. Well, because we know that the dust protects the wine from the lights.
I see.
John Kerry, Vlad Yosef, Donald Tusk, José Manuel Barroso, Ilham Aliyev, Miloš Zeman, Dalia, Suleiman, Erdogan, a lot of many famous players.
Do you know if John Kerry came as Secretary of State or as Senator? Do you remember what year was it?
It was 2015.
Yeah, so he was Secretary of State then.
Secretary of State. The Prime Minister, he was with the Prime Minister from Moldova.
I see.
Yuri Lanka, this one.
Okay. Angela Merkel. And Putin himself. Putin's been here even.
Sorry?
Putin has been here.
Yeah. He celebrated his anniversary 50 years in Cricova.
How many years?
50 years.
50 years.
2002.
50 years.
Anniversary. His birthday.
Oh, of his birthday. His
Yeah.
birthday. I see.
In 2002. We'll see the tasting room where he had his birthday.
Okay. President's Hall, you said?
Yeah,
Okay.
here we meet different kinds of delegations, tasting elegant wines.
Yeah.
Sometimes here we make some important conference, so if we'll close the doors, the persons from other side, they can hear each other without using microphone. This table has about 54 seats.
So did Putin come in here?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
celebrated his birthday.
He celebrated his 50th
Yeah,
birthday.
right.
Yeah.
Where did he sit?
Yeah.
Brut classical sparkling wine. After that, continuing with the white wines. I'll help my waiter to just toast to
I don't know what this is for. Adrian's going to explain it.
Ну, вообще могу тоже попробовать, да?
Конечно, да, я не буду.
Adrian, what's this first one you've given us?
It's a high quality wine from limited edition line. Well, it's a 2018 vintage, but produced by classical grape, European grape. It's Cabernet Sauvignon.
Oh, so it's white Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah, it's white Cabernet Sauvignon.
Moldovan people like growing making white Cabernet Sauvignon. It's like a big thing here.
Yeah.
So you mean there's a red Cabernet Sauvignon
Yeah.
that's more popular?
Well, normally
More
people
typical.
make red Cabernet, but if you take the grapes off the juice very quickly, you'll just get white juice.
I
Okay,
see.
so, but you've got to do it quickly, press it, and then you can make a white wine. It's pretty good actually. It's not,
Should we go for
bad.
it? It's better to start with the sparkling? I see.
Adrian's the boss.
No, not like the buzz, but I know exactly.
It's a recommend.
Just to develop your tastes, I mean, you should just take a small sip of the sparkling classical brew. It's Chardonnay Pinot Noir Pinot Meunier.
I see.
It's a classical 9 months. So just maybe take a small sip, like an aperitif, and after that you can start with the white wine. So, about the white wine, well, let's say it's a new product we produced this year. It's something new for us. Well, let's say Cricova first time we produced white wine with a red grape. Yeah, but let's say general, he told that when it will be the sunrise, you need to be back.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So he was, let's say, he get delayed. So it was the sunrise. So he didn't know what to do. And the mother's girlfriend, he gives a bottle of wine. So he told him when you go back, give just this bottle of wine to a general. So he gave the bottle of wine to his general. He tasted. So after the bottle, they won the bottle, the battle. I mean, and the general, he let's say walked all over the territory just to find that woman that made that type of wine. So he didn't find her.
And so your Instagram is called Moldovan Wine Travel, right?
Yeah, Moldova Wine Travel.
And so what is your experience with wines? Because you've displayed that you're obviously an expert.
Well, I'm not that one, but I've made wine in Moldova.
You've made wine?
Yeah. And I worked here from about 2000 for a project, and we worked down in Cahul. And I believe you now own Cahul, don't you? In Cricova, they actually bought the wine.
So did you work for a winery there?
Yeah, I worked for a winery, yeah.
I see, okay.
I was promoting a brand and a product.
Okay.
And then I ended up making the wine.
Started out as promotion, and then you went into production.
Yeah.
So that's a sparkling rosé.
Yeah, sparkling rosé. It's really super.
And then that's a regular rosé over there.
This is a Fetiasca Negra rosé, which Cricova make. I think you're one of the few people who make it, actually.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of Fetiasca Negra in Moldova.
I see. And this red is really good.
Well,
that's my totally unprofessional opinion. I'm used to buying, $4 bottles at the grocery store or whatever, and this just, I don't know, it just has so much flavor. Hey guys, so I'm back in Chisinau. It was a great tour with Philip and Anthony, and I'm now getting some dinner. And I got the same dish that I got a couple of nights ago over at the 24 Cafe. It is the national dish of Moldova, but I really liked it, and so I thought that I would try it again. And also this is kind of a little bit nicer restaurant, so I thought it might be even better. And so that is this one here. It is meat. I'm actually not sure if that's, I think probably pork, and like a polenta, and then a sauce, and I think some feta cheese there, and then a appetizer here with bell pepper and feta cheese and bread. Looks really good.